All right, so today's practice, we're going to do the Japanese kind of form of yin yoga called Mako Ho, and we'll do a little bit of work with TheraBands. We're going to be working with the key muscles of the legs, our hamstrings, our quads, our adductors and abductors. And if you don't know what they are, that's fine. We'll work through them one by one. Let's just start by bringing our attention inwards. You might like to take a deep sigh. Just slowly bring your attention into the body. However you're sitting, you might be cross-legged, you might be kneeling. Just see if you can keep your spine long. You might like to feel the crown of the head reaching up. Sit bones heavy. You might be able to drop the shoulder blades a little down the back, keeping the chest open. You might like to scan through and relax all the muscles of your face. Maybe invite a little grin onto the corners of your mouth. Allowing each breath to come, each breath to go. We can't force our mind to be still. All we can do is train it. Create a template, and through practice, strengthen that template over time. Maybe release some of our habit energy, some of our busy thinking energy, and just replace it with this new habit, the new habit we call practice. Every time we come to the mat, it grows stronger. Let's bring our arms down by the side of the body. When our breath comes, let's lift, reaching wide and high. Turning the palms, sinking down. And keep following that pattern. Lifting, allowing, sinking, accepting. Welcoming in new beginnings, new possibilities. Letting go of anything that's not serving us. All right. So we'll start today. We're doing 6 forms, and one is for each of the elements of Chinese medicine. There's 2 fire forms. First one to do is for our lung and large intestines, and you can do this standing or seated, and it involves hooking our thumbs together in a butterfly kind of shape. The first one we do is behind the back. Hook your thumbs together, draw your shoulder blades in. You might like to tuck in your chin, you might even look up, and keep breathing. Draw the shoulders right in towards each other. Feel that sense of vulnerability across the open chest. And then we're going to release that and just draw our head behind or down to the ground. Feel the belly pressing into the mat.
This time keeping the head low, we're going to lift the tailbone off the floor. Take the hands behind the back again, interlace the thumbs. So you're doing the same shape, just letting the head be below the heart. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other, hooking the thumbs together. Let your head be heavy. And unhooking the thumbs, let's come back down. And we'll just stay in our child's pose for a moment. Take a breath. Let's bring hands under the shoulders. And we're going to do a form for the earth element, this time taking the hands behind. So you might just bring them onto the ground. If it feels okay and you can go deeper, you might come down onto your elbows. Just whatever works for your body. And just keep breathing. Should feel a strong sensation down the front of the leg. Quad muscles are a group of muscles. Allow your body whatever level of edge that you would like to sit at. A little bit of discomfort, but not pain, nothing sharp, nothing short. Just breathing into the sensation. You might want to go all the way down, maybe not. Just listening to your own body. Pressing back up onto your hands, you might like to just take your knuckles into the soles of your feet. Just a light massage, pressing down through the knuckles into the mid part of your foot. And then when you're ready, bring your knees together, come down into a child's pose again, let the head be heavy. These forms are for our stomach and spleen, our earth element. Home of worries and overthinking when we're out of balance, but also home to intention and creativity when we bring them into balance, clear thought, direction, inspiration. Let's take our hands under the shoulders and we'll onto our sit bones, take our elbows wide and feet together. Draw the soles of the feet together. You might like to wrap your arms around. And you might like to experiment by bringing the soles close to the sit bones or taking them further away. Let your knees be heavy. Let your upper body hang. Just letting gravity do the magic. You should feel a strong sensation on the inside of the thighs. You might like to just follow the breath.
Notice the feeling in your hip joints. You might even invite your next breath right into the hips. Sense the belly and breath expanding through the rib cage, through the side of the body. As you slowly lift the head up, you might like to just roll onto one side of your sit bones, your hip joint, and then the other. Just let the whole body be heavy, inviting energy to flow back through the side of the body. And we'll come into a form for our water element. Let's take our TheraBand and we'll come all the way down onto our back. You might like to just wobble it out a little bit. When you're ready, extend the right leg. We're going to press our left foot up towards the roof and just wrap the TheraBand around it. See if you can relax the shoulders so you're not pulling it in. And your knee might be a little bit bent, but we want to flex the foot, curl the toes in towards the head. Drop the hip bone as far back towards the ground as you can. Let go of any tension in the arms. So we're holding it in place, but we're not pulling it. Let's take a few breaths here. Without using the TheraBand, just see if you can curl your toes in and increase the edge on that strong feeling in the back of your leg. Just by curling your toes in. And then we're going to take a breath, press our foot towards the ceiling. And then as we sigh out, pull the TheraBand, draw the foot towards the head, just as far as it wants to go. Take a new breath, press the foot high. Sigh out, draw the foot towards the head. Just notice if it can move a little more. And keep that process going, breathing in, pressing up. Sighing out, drawing the foot in. Just test your range of motion as you let your nervous system allow a little more movement. Nervous system tends to take a while to let go of the tension and stress in your body. With each breath, you might find a little more space. Just see if you can find it. And then notice if you're tensing your shoulders, try and let the shoulders go. Keep the leg in the same position, maybe. Keeping the spine heavy. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And when you're ready, let the knee bend. You might like to extend the leg out and just feel that heaviness of it. Just let it be heavy on the ground. Take a breath. right, when you're ready, bend the right knee. Bring the TheraBand around the balls of the feet. Press the leg up straight. Drop the hip bone down. Curl the toes in. Release the shoulders. Take a few breaths here. Notice if you're holding your breath. Can you curl the toes even more? This is a water element form. When water element is out of balance, we tend to feel stuck and static, locked in habits, locked in place and time. And when we get our water element to flow, we move away from that fear state and we move towards flow and allowing change, accepting change. Let's take a breath. We'll press our foot high towards the ceiling again, lifting out of the hip socket, sigh out, draw the foot towards the head. Just like before, just let the movement happen slowly. Let your body ease into it. No pulling, no forcing. Use your breath. Relax the shoulders. You might notice this side is tighter than the other. You might notice it's easier. What can we learn about our body today? Keep going if you can. Just explore whatever range of movement you have. You might feel like you've got to the end. Take a big breath, push up and sigh out. Feel that sense of release. Explore the edge of what your body is comfortable with. Sitting in discomfort makes us more resilient. Helps us know what we're capable of. One more. And when you're ready, bend the knee. And you might like to just let it be heavy. Maybe a little rock side to side. And we'll do a little bit more in this same shape. Let's take our TheraBand back to the first leg. And we'll wrap it around. And let's start this by taking our leg a little wider. Tailbone is going to stay heavy, spine is going to stay still, and just explore a little wider than your body. It's maybe a small circle without getting to the point where your body wants to twist. Your shoulders are lifting or your spine is changing shape. Just make the movement a little smaller. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or holding your breath. Now let's maybe switch hands and draw the leg across the body, keeping the tailbone heavy. Another small circle. And this time we might switch the hands back. We'll take the leg out wide as far as it wants to go. You might like to extend your opposite arm out. Keep the tailbone heavy. You might get 45 degrees, you might get 60 degrees. Maybe your leg will go all the way down to the ground, but keep the spine heavy. Listen to your body. When you're ready, bring it back up. Use the leg muscles, use the adductors. And then we're going to switch hands, draw the leg all the way across in the twist. This time our spine might lift off the ground, allowing the twist, but we're keeping our shoulder heavy. Maybe you'll come down 45 degrees, maybe the whole way. Just let your body ease into it. Take a breath. And when you're ready, we'll roll back onto our spine, use the leg muscles, and letting go, extend that leg out, let it be heavy. And last side, wrapping the TheraBand around. We'll extend the leg out to small circles, spine staying heavy. Just watch the upper body. Where are we holding tension? It might be in the arm. Just release it. Might be around the spine, the jaw, cheeks. Waking up leg muscles that we often are not using. Let's take the leg across the body now, keeping spine heavy. Small circles. Let's extend the leg wide out to the side, just however far your body wants to take you, let it happen with your breath. No holding your breath here. Use the thigh muscles to bring your leg back up. And then we'll go into the full twist. Maybe the tailbone comes up. Keep the shoulder heavy if you can. You might need to switch the hand holding the TheraBand. Let your body ease into it. Big sigh. And again, we'll use our muscles to come back up, lifting the leg. And when you're ready, bend the knee, release it. We can put our TheraBand down now. And just maybe a rock side to side. Notice the feeling in the lower body.
Pardon me.
When you're ready, elbows into the ribs. Take as much time as you need to press into the elbows, lift the head, no rush. When we come up to sit, we're going to cross our legs, taking one knee on top of the other if we can. So kind of bringing our ankles out the side. Everyone looks different in this shape, so take a bit of time. Make sure that you feel that strong sensation in the hips, but there's no pressure on your knees. And we're going to just note whichever leg you have on top, we're going to wrap the opposite arm around and find our shoulder blade at the back. And let's just stay in this shape for a few minutes, a few moments at least, few breaths. Allow each breath to come and go. You should feel that strong sensation in your hips, maybe in your shoulders. There's another fire element form for heart and small intestine. As we come out of this shape, we're going to roll our hands towards each other. Maybe just knuckles, maybe hands will come together. Lift the elbows as high as you can. Just feel that slightly deeper sensation in the shoulder joint. Keep breathing. One more time. And we'll let go, shake our arms, untangle the legs. You might like to just roll knees down side to side. Remembering which leg we had on top, we're going to switch to the opposite side now. And opposite arm comes over, find the shoulder blade at the back. Keep breathing. As you come out of this, wrap the hands towards each other. Keep the elbows close together. Maybe just knuckles or maybe hands. Lift the elbows up high. Tuck your chin in. Feel the crown of the head lifting up. Drop your shoulder blades down. Take 3 breaths here. And when you're ready, just letting the arms go, shaking out. And you might like to just windscreen wipe the legs open. So our 6th and last form is a wood element form. We're going to take our legs out wide. And you might like to pull a bit of flesh away from the sit bones, curl your toes in. Just walk your hands forward so your head is heavy, your upper body is heavy. Wood element is our liver and gallbladder meridians. It's where we hold frustration and irritation, all those juicy emotions that make us feel tense, tight, blocked, unable to move. We bring our wood element into balance through generosity and kindness, openness, trust. Take another breath. Big sigh, you might sink a little more. So we're going to come back up, walk the hands back, and then we're going to just walk one hand down one leg, roll the shoulders back. Let the side body open now. And you want to feel a bit of a twisting motion. So one shoulder is coming under, one other shoulder is coming behind. Explore it slowly with each breath. You might sink a little deeper as you sigh out. Now, holding this position, we'll take our other arm, push past the ear with the hand, reach over, maybe go a little deeper. One more big breath. And we'll come up slowly, bring the body up. Turn the whole torso towards the knee, and then drop the head down. Take a breath. And then slowly coming back up. And we'll do the same on the other side. Just let the body be heavy, not trying to reach the toes or anything like that. Drop the lower shoulder down, roll the top shoulder back. Take a few breaths, let your body find where it wants to be. Every sigh out is an opportunity to allow the body to find the shape. When you feel ready, press the top hand over past the ear, reaching over. Big sigh. And we'll slowly come back up. Once you come up tall, turn at your waist, whole body towards the knee, drop the head down, sighing out. And then we'll lift the head back up. Draw the feet back in. You might like to just open side to side. And when you're ready, we'll come all the way down onto our backs. Drawing the knees into the chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. Let's extend our arms wide. You might like to lift your hips, take them an inch to the left, and then drop the knees down to the right. Sinking into the twist. Let's roll back onto our spine. And this time we might lift the hips, take them in a couple of inches to the right, drop the knees down to the left. Let's do one more each side. Keep the knees glued together. And when you're ready, just extending the legs out, roll onto the back. Let the whole body be heavy, sense of surrender. Any last movements your body is calling for, please do them. When you're ready, you might roll into the right side. And just take your hand under the shoulder, slowly press yourself up. And you're welcome just to stay seated, or you might like to join in a rock and roll to just one last little massage of the spine. Wrap your arms around your legs, tuck in your chin. And we're just going to roll back onto our shoulders. And just let the body be heavy. Use the momentum. No sense of pushing or trying. And when you're ready, we'll just arrive back. Arms at heart center. Taking a moment to just acknowledge our effort in choosing to practice on this day. Teaching ourselves deep listening, deep attention, gifts that everyone in our life needs. As always, let's bow to each other.